Well, the first thing that I would do is what I mentioned previously, is develop a keen understanding of the school's existing culture. I will learn about, the traditions, its rituals, its routines, its norms, its practices, the attitudes and opinions of the staff. I would try to soak in as much of that existing culture as possible so that use that information to inform my decision making. So that'll be the first thing I would do. The second thing I would do is to try to develop an understanding of the reasons why the school is performing poorly academically. Is it the programs? Is it a lack of textbooks and resources? Is it poor performing teachers? And look into those reasons. And then once I develop an understanding of those reasons, then I would tackle each one individually with a strategic plan. But with any strategic plan that involves increasing student achievement, the principal has to be vigilant and visible within the school, and particularly visible within the classrooms where instruction is taking place. Too often, principals spend too much time in their offices, or they spend too much time in meetings or other areas that doesn't directly affect student achievement. So for me, most of my time, especially if I'm in a low-performing school, I'm going to spend the bulk of my time and the bulk of my assistant principal's time will be inside the classroom. I'm going to be observing the teacher, looking at the teacher's instructional delivery and practices. I'm going to be observing the students while they're in class. I'm going to look at the dynamics of the classroom in terms of logistic, how the room is set up. Is there any wall postings on the walls, subject level wall postings? Does the teacher start the classroom off in the right manner? Is the expectations and objectives posted on the board and reviewed with students? Is the student connecting those objectives to students' prior knowledge? Are those objectives aligned to the activities that the teachers want students to do to reinforce the objectives? Are there any activities at all? Some teachers stand in front of the classroom and they lecture the whole time. And what they don't realize is that the more you lecture, every 10 minutes, students' attention spans, it wanes and decreases. So I'm looking at all those factors. I'm looking at the quality of the activities to see is the teacher reaching students at all learning levels. I'm looking to see is there a balance between how much the teacher talks versus how much the students are actually engaged in meaningful learning. I'm looking at the type of activities. Is the teacher teaching to different learning styles? Does the teacher get a chance, does the students get a chance to grapple with the material? Are they able to work in small groups? Is there any type of differentiated instruction? Does the teacher close the lesson out the proper way? All those things go into play. So once I'm looking at those and I'm observing, I'm making notes, then I'm always going to give the teacher feedback, all right, within 24 hours of that observation. See, a lot of times principals come in and they make this mistake. They'll come in the teacher's class, stay for a few minutes, leave, go to the next class, stay for a few minutes, leave, but they never follow up with that teacher. And if they do follow up with them, you got some principals that just try to tell the teacher what they're not doing versus instructing the teachers of what they should be doing. See, I'm a school leader, but I pride myself in being a teacher of teachers. So when I'm inside my office and I'm conferencing with teachers, I'm sitting down with them and I'm actually teaching them, and I'm able to model what the expectations are and what they should be doing in the classroom, so then they can get a clear picture of what to do, and they can go back and they can perpetuate those same practices. And then I follow back up to make sure that they're implemented the right way. And so with that process, over a short amount of time, you're able to lift student achievement because you're raising the IQ and raising the practices of the teachers, which in turn will be raising student achievement. And so in most school districts, what happens is a lot of principals only go in to observe the teachers during the time they get their formal observation, okay? But with me, I'm in the classroom, 5 different classrooms every day, followed behind the next day with 5 different teacher conferences. So not only are you getting that type of feedback, and then you're going to follow that up with professional development that the district offers, once every other month or whatever whatever date is designated for. So you get the district-wide professional development, and then you get this constant feedback and tutelage from me, the school leader. You have no choice but to raise student achievement when you're tackling from that perspective.
Wow, that's right, and it's been successful for you.
Definitely. Every school that I've led has successful results.